Hey guys, this is Cheryl here. Just want to touch base, kind of recap our beginning of intro, the Word, chapter 2. The big thing, guys, as I zoom in here, yes, it's about the research paper part of it, but it's more about the format. Make sure we do this correctly before we even worry about the words that we type. Okay. The big first thing is we want to make sure that we have our header in there. And remember, there's two ways: insert, header, and then a header, edit header right there. Okay. The other way is that I can simply double click up here at the top. Okay. And I'm going to go through that real quick. I'm going to copy this stuff all the way up to there. Open up a new one here. Okay. So I'd start a new document. Here we go. So I would double click up at the top, get to the right, or under the home tab, click on the right tab, last name. Then the next thing that comes is page number. Remember, we don't type the page number, we insert it. So while I'm up in this area, you should see the tab called Header and Footer Tools Design. I'm going to click on page number, go to current position, plain number. Okay? To get out of it, you click on the X. The next thing that comes is the heading. Now before I do that, I want to make sure of three things. I want to make sure I have Times New Roman. I want to make sure that I have size 12. I want to make sure I have this bad boy hit, which is called the show hide button. Then I want to make sure I am double spaced. And then I want to make sure that I have no space after the paragraph. Now I'm ready to type some more. And this is called the heading. So I'm going to put writer's full name, teacher's name, class or assignment name, and then date of written paper. Hit enter. Now we get to the center under the home tab, paragraph group, center button, or as you can see it says Control E. Either way gets us to the center. Alright, so then I hit enter, get back to the left, hit Control L, or I can hit the button you see right here. Now the next thing that comes is that we got to get this ruler to appear. So if it's not, which it probably won't, you want to go up to View, then click on Ruler. The next thing is really easy. We want to slide that right there. We're going to move the top slider to 1/2 inch, 0.5. And now we're ready to, type our document. For the sakes of time, I'm going to paste what we've done to this point. Now, if you notice here, I got some boo-boos going on. This thing just looks horrible. Sometimes when you're copying and pasting, that's what's going to happen. Okay. What we want to do is we want to make sure it's double spaced. We want to make sure that it has no space after paragraph, and we want to make sure that it's Times New Roman, size 12. So if you ever copy and paste something, that could be the issue. Alright, now we go back to my other document here. This guy right here is called a citation. Okay, so to put a citation in, basically what has happened is that this sentence or the paragraph before, whatever, has been taken from a source. Somebody that is really smart, fancy, and knows their stuff. And so we're going to cite the information, which is called a citation. So to do that, you go up here to References, and then Insert Citation, Add a New Source. If you go to Add a New Placeholder, it just puts the name there with no information behind it. But before we do that, see where it says Style right here. We want to make sure that says MLA. And then we can go to our citation, add new source. Okay, and for this first one, I'm going to put article. To get used to this new system, you can go over here to edit for author, and it gives you little categories. This is useful for two reasons. One, if you have more than one author, or two, if you aren't sure how to type that in the author box back here, you aren't sure how to type it. Okay, so okay, I'm going to hit add, and that's how they want it written. So you see right here, right there is where they would want it written right in there, or typed right in there. So we hit OK. And then I'm going to put title, secondary title, year written, month written, day written, pages, medium, and I'm going to click on the show all bibliography fields. There's more to be in here. Okay, I'm not going to type all these in. The next one I want you to show you is this one, year, month, day. Okay, and then I'm going to put URL because we use a lot of sources now. So as you see right here, what happens next is obviously just a citation. You can tell the difference. When I highlight this word, nothing happens. When I highlight this one, a box appears. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste the rest of this paragraph to get to the footnotes. So we got one more sentence here. Go here. I'm going to, oops, I'm pasting. I'm on, big guy. So again, since I'm copy and pasting, that's why I'm having more issues than if I was to just type it. But that is what it is. Alright, so after this sentence, if you look here, we got this little tiny one right there. That is called a footnote. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this real quick. Okay, so to put a footnote in, we go up here to references, insert footnote, and that little one appears. I'm going to paste in there. Alright, so the footnote is actually down here. So that little one corresponds to this one, which means information. Just like above, we need to make sure that it's a couple things. That it's a first line indent, that it is Times New Roman. We want to make sure that it's 12 font. We want to make sure it's double spaced. Okay? Real simple, real easy. And again, this one had a citation, so I'm going to go to references, citation, add new source. This for the case of this, I'm going to put book, author of book. And then I'm going to hit OK. Now, in the book, they want you to go through and you're going to edit the citation, meaning instead of seeing the name, we want to see page numbers. Now, to do that, we want to click on the arrow, edit citation, and this appears. Okay? All we do from here is we click author and title, and then we throw in the page numbers. So it's really getting rid of those things. Okay? So say I want it to be 63 through 65. And there you go. Okay? Go back to this. I'm going to copy and paste some more. I got all this. I typed there super fast. You didn't even see it. Super fast. Alright. Now, the next thing that comes from this, I better learn how to spell over here. Alright, so I got my 2 pages. Looks pretty good to me. I typed it out. Mr. So-and-so wanted me to do fancy research paper. I'm done. I'm at the end of the road. What happens next is that we got to insert what's called a page break. This is new. We didn't cover this before. There's a couple ways of doing this. A lot of you would go like this. You'd want to hit enter a gazillion times to get to the next page. We do not want to do that, people. Do not do that. Please don't do that. What we want to do is 2 shortcuts. I'm going to show you the long way real quick. You go to layout and you go to breaks. You can add a page break right there. I think that's doing too much. If you are at the very last word of the page or the document and you're adding a new page, not a new document, but you're adding a new page, meaning there's 2 pages, we want to add a 3rd page, all you got to do is hit Control plus Enter. Or you can go up there and hit that button. Either way, it does the same thing. Once we get down here, We want to get to the center. We put the word works cited, hit enter, get back to the left, so Control L, or remember you can click on this button. And here's the cool part. We're going to go up here to references. This funny word, remember my friend funny word I like, biblioteca. It's not biblioteca because it's library, and this is not library. But bibliography, it's called a works cited, and that's the fancy word for works cited. So they give you all these options here. References, works cited, bibliography. We want to just go down to this one down here at the bottom where it says insert bibliography. And if you look, they put in what we've typed. Now this first one, when I copy and pasted, that's why it was in there. But these two, if you remember, that is what we put in there. This is what we did. We typed, remember, if you remember, I went to here and then add new source and all that good stuff. I put those in. That's how it comes out. So when I go to, I want to show you all pages at once. That right there, people, is the chapter 1 walkthrough of the research paper. Okay, so what's going to happen next? I'm going to stop this video. This will be a reference for those that need to come back, see if you're screwing up, can't remember, whatever the case may be. This is instruction. This is like if you're raise your hand and say, well, sure, I don't remember how to do this. And remember in here we covered header, heading, title, how to put a citation in, how to put a footnote in, how to edit a citation, how to add a new page without hitting enter a gazillion times, how to put a works cited page in. All that is what this chapter is about. Okay, so again, if you need any questions, please refer back to this. This is what's going to be kind of like your guide. All right, because I'm not feeling the book, so I feel you feel me more than you feel the book. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that, and the next video will be explaining what our assignments are after the walkthrough. Make sure you turn this on Edmodo. Stay classy and cool, my friends.